Hello, everyone. Today we're going to celebrate my kitty cat's birthday because he isn't supposed to even be alive, and he is because he's amazing. So I am personally celebrating that. Yay! There, we're working. Okay, cool. So we have so much. I know I say this a lot, but we really do have so much to do and to talk about today. But first off, we're in Friggan's home. I don't know this person, so it's a true rando. This is their Flaming Nyx. And, you know, it's a really good example of a small apartment done in a traditional dark elf style. They've got shelving with books on it, one of my favorite techniques. Got stuff on the table. They've got a fish. They've got fizzes and izabi, food. So they have a kitchen area. Looks very realistic. The light hanging from the hook is great. There's a little bit of naughty in here. Let's not kid around. And just a really, I don't know why the orcish thing is here, but maybe Azabi and Fezez have an orcish friend or took over some things. But either way, the house looks fantastic. It's a really well done traditional dark elf house. Look at the carpeting even is just perfect. Really well done. Good job. It doesn't need much more than that, you know? I mean, especially if it's a first home. Or just a what's the kind of word I'm looking for? A specific purpose home, like, you know, a crafting house or a storage house or a, you know, just drop by and sell your crap house. This is Avernus. And this is going to be a Grand Topal, and I took a good look at it, and it's got some interesting techniques in it, even though it's not full, which is fine. I was actually really impressed with, even though it's not full, look at the way that they've decorated with the coral and the boat and the trees and everything. What's really interesting about it is that they're spread out. There's only 399 items in here. This is a 700 item house. But doesn't it look kind of full? Like, you know, usually I don't see too many people really filling up this area that much. And this actually looks really good. And I particularly like the use of the mangrove trees because they're huge. And bigger items do well when you're trying to figure out stuff like that. So let's talk about the news a little bit while we're exploring. But first off, probably many of you have seen, there is a new Crown Store showcase, and I've just linked it. And the first thing you're going to notice and be excited about is Bastion Sanguinaris is on there. Those of you who have not explored Bastion Sanguinaris, it is enormous. It's a giant castle. It's, if you've done the quest line for Greymoor, you may have seen something similar to it when you went to the end portion, but it's not the same castle. It's enormous. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. And we can take a look at it because I do have to head over to the PTS anyway because I promised Ixie that I was going to go over there, but I do think they updated the PTS today, which means it's possible that Ixie's house was wiped. But luckily, Ixie does keep backups. Check it out. Look at the cute little animal farm over here. Unexpected. I didn't get this far back when I was previewing it. I just decided when I was waiting for for the time to get started, I'm trying to be consistent, that I'd check it out, but I didn't get back this far. Look at this! Avernus, this is really well done. I mean, I never would guess you didn't fill this with items. It's so well done. Lots of curious little Easter eggy type deals. Really nicely done. And somebody earned the boat. Get on the boat. The banana boat. It's not the jingle for the commercials. Anyway, so the statuette for ESO on the 6th ESO Plus people is going to be Cyrodiilic, holding a sword. We've got some motifs, boring, boring, boring. The costume for the singing skald. Hey, Garish. Boring, boring. New moon crates, which I can't remember what was in those. But I don't remember being terribly enthusiastic about them. So you have a couple days left for the Psijic crates. If you're going to get them, you should get going on that. Now look at this. This is really well done too. Look at the net. I don't know that I've ever seen anyone put anything in this net. That's awesome. It looks like somebody just pulled in all the fishies. Everness, you did a really good job on this. I don't mean to sound surprised. It's just that it's one of those properties that is hard to do well, which is why I haven't done too much with it. So I'm always impressed when I see somebody really kind of nail it. Check that out. That's funny. And then you've got the hunt. I guess that's East Coromor, off in the distance. It goes. We're talking about the Crown Store display preview that they just posted. I'll give you the link again in case you're curious. This is if that went through. Did that go through? No, I can't give you the link again. Sorry, but there is a Crown Store showcase, and they've got furnishings. Vampiric Sovereign statue. Now it looks like a giant nasty ass transformed vampire with red on the bottom and bats surrounding it. You know, I mean, I guess perfect for Bastion Sanguinaris, but not really my bag of anything. Nice kitchen. Again, not full in this house, but it looks pretty damn full for a non-full house. Daedric set of Azura. I might actually get this because it's got the Azura statue in it, the one where she's kind of in a cross-leg position. She's got the moon and the star statue for her, and maybe we'll see. Music box. The Shadows Stir, a new music box. When activated, plays the music box arrangement of the haunting The Shadows Stir composition, beginning on August 13th. We can get that. Bastion, tomorrow. Bastion Sanguinaris is available tomorrow. Mounts. Our first, I believe, Durzog mount ever is going to be coming out. Let's go over to view dangs, because we got a lot to look at in a lot of things. Then we're getting another griffin, but oh my god, it's such a pretty one. Scald Muse, it looks like a peacock. It's got all those colors. A Veil Fawn, so it's glowy and pretty. Another Durzog pet this time, just a whitish gray. And that's all that's in the showcase. Then we have oh yeah, there's so much good stuff. Patch notes are up. Let me give them to you. PTS is currently unavailable, she says. So I guess we're not going to look at that until until it's back up. Have I ever signed in here? Oh, I have. Okay. We're going to start with the guild member showcase. If it should be Money Shot, unless she hasn't updated yet. Patches. Natchpotes. Witches Festival and testing. We'll skip through. This is all PTS. Let me see if there's anything housing good. Combat, itemization, trial sets, PvP, no one cares. Whoa! Crown Star and Crown Crates, multi-rider mount. Passengers are now given the option to dismount when using the interact wheel for the player whose multi-rider mount they are currently riding on. I didn't know we had a multi-rider mount. Housing, furnishings. Added back faces to several more Solitude structural furnishings so they no longer appear hollow when viewed from behind or below. Improved the accuracy of the collision on the bottom of Solitude stall merchant furnishing. Homes. Added collision to certain portions of the large tower in the back of Bastion's Sanguinaris where it was missing. Pathing. The wait time for a path node is now shown in its nameplate rather as part of the node itself. Updated the wait time so there's a wider range of wait times available. Remove pathing from a character will now return that character its original orientation, even if that orientation involves an unusual rotation. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing terribly exciting. Hey, Ula. I guess this hasn't been updated yet. It was supposed to be not Ula. Listen to me. This is supposed to be Money Shop, but maybe Bujang hasn't had time for it yet. No, this is still Lelag, which we visited all of. But I know that Vudang sent me all of the updates in EHT for the other rooms. So the contests I want to live there should all be up. So let's go check that one out. If it isn't, it's something on my end. All right. These, please don't be temples. Oh, okay. Absinthe the only. Grand Psijic. In these COVID-ridden times, a private island is exactly where I want to live. I want to see something. I want to make sure that I haven't seen these before. I don't think I've seen anything by Absinthe. So let's start with Grand Psijic, shall we? These are for Housing's Finest Builders contest this month. Voting is open in their Discord, and the next contest for next month has just been announced, so let me tell you what that is. And the rest of the contest while I'm at it. Here you go. Here's just a link to, I'm gonna just paste them in there so you can all see them. So DDA, August 8th, Dungeons. I'm not entering that. DDA, August 22nd, not safe for work. ETU, August 25th, A Chance at Summer. PCEU, August 31st, Behind the Glass. I think I'm missing one. Yeah, August 15th is EU, Tamriel Homes, A Place to Call Home. And August 3rd, the new one I just added, excuse me, August 31st, Bar or Restaurant for Housing's Finest. So if you want to enter that, I do have a restaurant. I'm going to add it. I'm not going to build a new one. I just don't have it in me. So this is 700 out of 700 items for Housing's Finest. I apologize to anyone in Housing's Finest who's upset that I am not starting from scratch, but what are you going to do? I don't know what the next holiday is in terms of events, but certainly we should have Murkmire coming soon. And, you know, that's kind of important in terms of our next berry. So, I don't know. I don't see anything. I see a little bit of coral. Let's head down. Oh, there is something down here. I'm glad I looked. So, am I being eaten? No. Okay. Huh. What's this? I am probably going to work on some of these contests, but probably not the not safe for work one. Look at this nice cobble. These are really great, like lawn chairs or beach chairs. They're the orcish chairs, and then this is a stool, and if you put it on an angle and add a pillow, it looks just like a beach chair. Oh, it's a cabana. This is a cabana to get dressed in. That's awesome. Very smart. Negative space pool, which is to say you just build around an open space of water and suddenly you have a pool. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be... We have to see what J-Heart's contests are going to be before I decide whether or not I'm going to be building anything contest related, or if I'm going to be sticking to working on my dream house. I don't want to make that decision until I see what J-Heart's come out with for this month, because I'm sorry if you hear noises outside. I had the window open because it's actually a decent temperature for once. Oh, pretty. You know, this is a technique now I've been seeing a lot recently. People using this window to shine different colors on trees or on other things. It's beautiful. It's a really nifty trick, and I think that you could all use it. And Absinthe's really good here with that. Very clever and pretty. I think that's it over here, though. Anyway. Yeah, I've been working on my dream house. Working on... Hello. I'm working on my antiquarian home on PTS. And I have it backed up and saved. Because I think they're updating the PTS right now as we speak. It's under construction. And remember, folks, if you're going to build on the PTS, you need to back everything up every single time you work on it, because they will wipe the PTS without warning. So you'll lose everything if you don't use EHT. And the trick to using EHT on the PTS is just install it into the PTS folder instead of to live add-ons. There's a PTS add-ons, and that's where you're going to want to post it. This looks like a very chill house, doesn't it? Now, who was it? I think it was Jemima Turner was asking me, oh crap, I hope she didn't lose what she lost. It looked like she might have lost. I didn't get a hold of her in time. But Jemima Turner was looking for how to do a specific save, not the auto saves. I can show you how to do that right after this. We'll go to one of my houses. It's actually pretty easy once you know how to do it. It's knowing how to do it that's hard. I'll make a separate video out of it and post it, because I guess I feel really bad that information wasn't easily and readily available for her, because I'm trying to be as thorough as possible for people. Sucks. This is gorgeous, by the way. I guess a Varlista? I guess I said to you guys I have a ton to say today, so I'm kind of babbling. I apologize, but it's all informational. Oh, she built up. Or they built up. Interesting. But left the pool, which I appreciate. I don't mind people building up. There's nothing wrong with going up in here. But I always kind of miss the pool if it's not in there anymore. We got a Fizzez and a bar. Is Fizzez the bartender? That's kind of awesome. Alright. Let me show you real quick how to do a save. Let's go over to my moonsugar in EHT. And then that way you know on the PTS or whatever. There's a couple of different steps you may want to take depending on what you want to do. So I'll show you each of those steps. I'll also point out a bug to you right now. That way you can be aware of it when you try to paste something into your house. There is a bug. I'm trying to get a hold of Cardi, but it's really hard with Cardi to get a hold of him. So this is just something I have under construction in my moonsugar. Oh, awesome. All right. So this is what we do when you want to save. First of all, EHT does do autosaves. So if you look under Housing Tools, go into Undo. See this button here? Automatic backups. See, it automatically is saving every couple of minutes while I'm building. But there's no guarantee that it's going to be exactly what you want it to be. Now, also, it's possible that Jemima has one saved here. You can create a new backup, an automatic backup, without naming it, and if you just click that button, that should do it. But that's not the save that I'm talking about generally. What I think Jemima was asking about was one of these kinds of saves, where you select all the items in the house. So let's start over, shall we? So we're gonna do, I shouldn't have pulled that back open again. We're gonna do selection item, all items, okay? So we're selecting everything in the whole house. That's the first step, okay? Everything is selected. The next step, dream house, what is this, August 3rd, 8-3, whatever you want to call it, you save. And then you do, once you type that name in, you go save. That's it. Now, if you want to restore from the save, you just you pull down this load a saved selection, and it should show either one, and then you hit revert to list, save, and that should work. Now, if you're on the PTS and you want to bring something over to live, the way that you would do it is after selecting everything, go to copy paste. We're going to clear the clipboard here. And you do copy selection. And there's your build. You don't know it, but there's your build. So then what you do is you do import export. See this code here? That's what you want. So you do just what it says. You see Control C. It's already selected, so you just do Control C, and then you open up some sort of text document, like anything, Word, whatever you want, and you should paste this into a new document and name it something that you'll remember. So, you know, dream house. That way, when you go to your live, you open this document and you can import it the same way you're exporting here with the import export box. You paste it into the clipboard import, just the part here that it tells you to paste, not the whole thing, just this part. You'd hit import and import clipboard. The reason for that is because if you remember, I said the PTS and live EHTs are in different folders. They don't talk to each other. So you have to do it a different way. And in this case, you have to import. That would be how I would handle it as a step. So hopefully that's helpful, explanatory, whatnot. But those are the multiple ways of saving. Now, the other thing I recommend all the time is if you go into your saved variables folders. In fact, I'll do it right now because that's how I roll. And then we'll move on from this subject. I apologize for this, but if you go into your Elder Scrolls Online and then you go into Live and then Saved Variables, down here you'll see EHT Essential Housing Tools.lua. Now, saved variables are your personal data, not the program. So what I would do is copy, then go into a different folder, like make one. Here I have eht.backup. This is what I call my folder for backups. I made this folder. And then what I'll do is I'll paste, and there I have a backup. I would probably name it back1. So now, yes. Now I have 2 backups, and for different dates, just in case one of them gets screwed up. And so that means all of my data entirely for every one of my houses is now backed up. So if something like EHT ever gets corrupted, which has happened to me, you absolutely need to have a backup. It's just the nature of these things. Hold on. That sometimes things get corrupted. It's not anyone's fault. It's just computers. So make sure that you have a regular backup. I would do it once a month or after you've done something major, you know, and you don't want to lose it. Otherwise, you know, first of the month is probably a good idea to back everything up on your computer. And that's how I handle it. I don't know. Moving on. Back to readings. I hope that wasn't too annoying of a session of teaching you something, but it's somebody was asking, and I need to make sure that information is available and out there because, you know, I think it's important, and I know I'm changing subjects mid-sentence, but you guys got to be really, really careful when it comes to just base game, because I've had multiple friends show up in their houses and everything's gone. And this is just regular, normal, oh, sorry, I went in the wrong photo, base game with no EHT installed. I would install EHT even if you never use it, just for the backups. Because you never know. Trust me, you never know. Halifax, Earthtear. You never know when it's going to suddenly, you're going to lose everything. And I mean, it's a rare happenstance. It rarely happens. But if it happens even once to you, your heart's going to break. Especially if you've done something really, really, really labor intensive. Don't take the chance. Now, even more likely than everything disappearing is things will shift. And you'll go to your house and you'll be like, what the hell? I didn't leave that over there. That's another reason to do backups. Oh, look at this. So this is Halifax's I Want to Live There. Oh, Purdy. I never know which way to go. If any of you have any questions about this stuff, I'm always willing and happy to answer. Look at these carpeting jobs. And I love the idea of using hedges, yeah, well, as walls in this house. Look at how light it makes it as opposed to the gray walls. The hedges really work. Lightens things up. Do you have animals in your house? Because, you know, that's usually what happens to me. Sneaky, sneaky animals. So those are from one of the dragon sets, those tablets back there. I don't own that. Somebody likes Dargons. Oh, look! Using the display cases for the heads. The masks from different bosses. Little pathway built here. Gambling. I'm telling you. Oh gosh, right? That pissed me off so much. All of the mounts did flip. And oh, look at this river. That's so sweet. All the mounts did flip. If you have older houses that you haven't visited in a while, I highly recommend that you go back and visit them. And make sure that your mounts are properly placed. Otherwise, a lot of them are just with their heads sticking into the ground or stuff like that. This is a great sink, by the way. This is an item you can find in Clockwork sometimes in one of the safe boxes. It's a pinion, I think is what it's called. So make sure that your pets are all set right, and that might be a good time to back them up. That way you can save it, and if it gets flipped again, there you go. You just reset it all. This is, again, another negative space pool. But the difference in this one is, first of all, they've used the steps instead of the just, you know, as sharp edges. They've also used lily pads and incense. They've hidden incense underneath to make it warm looking. Nifty little trick. And here's another way to make beach chairs. This one's with cots, one on an angle. See? And apparently our friend the bird over here is the chubloon, blue-footed chubloon, has his own little cabana thingy here. Oh, look. This is a fun little trick. If you use the levitating bed over water, it looks right. It just looks right. Isn't that funny? I love it. It looks like they're pool floats with just blankets on them. Very funny. Beholder, you don't even need a chair. Why are you taking this spot? The turtle makes sense, at least. Although you'd think he'd be in the pool. Oh, we have two of them. Two Debellas. And a partridge in a pear tree. So those are some updates for you. All 112 billion of them. Sorry for the constant talking, but there was news. It had to be imparted upon you. We've got all of this going on. One day, I might get this house. I'm just not sure. I will be getting the antiquarian house, which I'm not sure how we're going to get it. If it's going to just be straight up crowns, or if it's going to be another solitude house where you can earn it. Glowies and fountains, oh my. That's going to be a hard contest. Some people have done some really intense builds here. Daedric library for all your Daedric needs. I like the dream shard lighting here. It looks very magical, doesn't it? Get more window type stuff. I hope you all got your trellises. I know I did. I got 2 trellises. This person clearly got 4 trellises. How pretty. That's a really good idea for using them, or 3, whatever. Just putting them in a row like this is actually like a lovely little entrance. All right, moving on. Next, Budag. So I don't know if you've heard, but Flip is changing. It's no longer going to be Sunday nights at 9 Eastern. It's going to be on Tuesdays during the middle of the day. I forget the exact hour. So that Thus will be at work when it happens instead of having someone on call, which would have been nice if they had done that. Not a big fan of the change. Mostly for the point, less for me and more for the GMs, because most GMs are going to be either at work or unavailable at that time. Colonia Croissant. The Shatul Stronghold, built before there was an orc longhouse in a desire to make my own orcish home in Temrel. So let me just check if we've been there. No, we've been to their Ellen here, not the Hurl. I wonder if they bought the other one now. The Forge Masters Falls. I don't know. There have been 2 updates, maybe 3, in the last day for MM. It is much lighter and easier to use now. It's made a lot of significant changes. So if I were you, I would definitely get the update. They're on Minion. Come on. Where's my little sign-in sheet? I don't see it. It must be in a wall. So this is... which house again? Oh, this is Hall of the Lunar Champion. Weird. I would not have guessed. It looks so Can you even get through? How do you... Am I stupid? I guess you do go through here. Okay. Wow! Wow! That's fantastic! A little village! This looks great! Why are all the lights off? I doubt they want all their lights off. Yeah, it is. You know, it's funny. It's I'm not really a much of an orcish person in terms of things that I like, but this is really good. Look at the fish hanging here. So those are the salmon that are already on a string, and they just added it to the end of a fishing pole, which is really nifty. And there's a whelwa. Somebody did this with a lot of care and thought. They really must love orcs. Here we have some bear mounts. Why are all their lights off? Did somebody come and turn off all their lights? That doesn't seem right. Numisma. Although I think it's happening on its own without anyone helping. And then we've got a piggy and a chicken. And their drinking fountain. A frog collar. And another bedroom in here with tools. Imagine you smack up against it by accident. Like, oops! A sickle through the hand. Oh no, Parari! That's terrible. That's so awful, Parari. Inside we've got a banker. Wow, this round bit. Man, making round with planks. That is not easy. You have my appreciation, man. Look at this. This is fantastic. Are all those... wow. And then you've got the orc tile mounted on a Bosmer fur. And you've got a spot for the king, I guess. A little bowl of chicken next to him. This is great, Colonia. I'm super impressed by this. Oh my god. Did you guys just see that? I got trapped. I got played, yo. If it wasn't for, oh, Ixie, I hope you have a backup. They're updating the whatchamacallit, the PTS right now. I think you said you have backups. So, man, I got played. Really well done, though. Let's see if this comes around back to the front. No, it comes around to that. Okay, now here we go down using a Merkmeyer ramp. Okay, good. It's back up. I thought that was still down. I was reading a recent dev post, but it must have been not that recent. Little. Ooh, take a nice bath. Nice sneaky hidden in here. Well done. All right, I think that's most of it. Let's go check to see if I missed anything. Otherwise, man, you even had a death trap built into here, you sneaky butt. No, there's more over here. What have we here? More of a like a witch's hut almost than anything else. And we've got a little tent over here. And I did see a statue. There he is. Right over the waterfall. Malakath. How do we get over there? Are we supposed to not be able to get over there? I'm curious. I suspect we're not supposed to be getting over there. That just... Oh no, we can. Okay. It's on the outside. That's fun. I always love building over nothing. Now, I didn't realize that orcs were painters, but that's pretty cool. Pictures. I hope you aren't mad I'm turning on all your lights. I believe they were meant to be on. So, apologize if I was wrong. What's this over here? Some sort of storage back there that we actually can't get to. Beautiful. So well done. Great job. We have another sneaky over here. Oh, the second floor. Nice. Now, I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to live in an orcish longhouse type situation, but if I had to, I would not complain about this one. Really good job. That must have taken forever. I'm glad that they submitted something that they made already, because I feel like what it is that, like, we shouldn't just make things for once and then never look at them again. Because, I mean, it just makes me feel like it's such a waste when that happens. We need to enjoy our things that we've made more than once. Maybe that's just me. There's a lot of entries to this that I keep going the wrong way, that I didn't even realize how many entries. I did not enter. I couldn't come up with something in time. I guess I don't want to live in my houses that I have already submitted. Corundum, hundings. Nothing more ideal than a working beachfront life, boating, swimming, sunning, friends, crafting, and selling. I may have seen this. I want to double check because there's so many to look at that if we've seen some of them, I'll pop onto them at my own time. Yeah, we've seen this. So I will come back to this some other time. Dark, danger dork. You may have seen this too. Danger and beauty, praise the divines, eat and drink, play with animals, sunbathe and craft, special spots day or night, secrets for swimmers. Danger dork. No. So, danger dork, here we come. We're gonna come look at your hundings, which is a very idyllic area. Okay. There was an announcement regarding the housing competition for BMW that I helped judge. We have in third place for the small category was Rhovanel, second Fayar, and first Selkie DVM. And in the large category, third place Teo Amodi, tied with Teza. Second, ferretlaw moonsugar, and first in a moonlight moonsugar. Now, I'm happy to show those to you, but I wanted to finish these first. Hopefully those people won't remove them anytime soon. Really good stuff, honestly. So we first walk in and we've got a feast fit for me, because I would eat most of this. Although my dead brethren always kind of sort of make me a little uncomfortable. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to turn that on. Get to work, Numisma. Nice overhang. You have to pay for that, though. As I understand it, there is one other entry to this contest that is not listed with portals in that front room. Oh, it's almost like a maze. Beautiful. They did not want it to be streamed, so Viewdang was kind enough to not put up a portal so that I wouldn't make a mistake and accidentally, you know, go to it by accident, unintentionally. I will go to that on my own free time when it's not on a stream. Oh, that's wild. It's almost like a plant that way. That weird pet. What is that? Ice something. I can never remember the name of it. It's a really neat combination of items, though. Look at the backs. So they put these, with the Psijic backless couches, but if you add these orcish sleeping bags, it looks like they have these really nifty backs. That whole scene is actually pretty cool. I'm going to take a screenie. Ice Wraith, thank you, Draconis. I can never remember words. Oh, this is wild. Very eclectic, though. You've got Psijic with High Elf here. With Redguard. Orc. It's okay. You can mix themes. I mean, it's an interesting technique, in fact. And we got a fish tank, and I believe that is the cheese. That's got to be the cheese making the sparkles. That's an expensive fish tank. Nice little bedroom. Ooh. What does her scene have on there? Oh, it's a Daedrat on her scene's spike there. Let's just double check there's nothing out here. And then we've got the stables, which look like stables with a horse in it. Imagine that. They look like stables. Wait a minute. Is there another floor from here? Yes, there is. There is a second floor from here. Look at that sneaky sneaky. For a switch. I wonder if this is animated when the owner is here. You know? That could be cool. Why is there food in here? Oh, fish food. Okay. All right, the other one has the stairway up. So let's go back over to the other side. I really think it's a sin to not build on the roof in this house unless you have some other idea in mind. It's probably the prettiest part of the house. All right, here we go. Boom! Up we go. Got a nice little section over here for skooma, as one does. Booze. Oh, pretty. I tried to make a garden up here. It didn't work for me. But then again, I was probably trying to be too ambitious. I tried to make like layers of garden rather than just a simple garden like, you know, non-layered. What have we done over here with this walkway out? It's a carpet. Are you tricking me? Is this a trick? No. That's pretty. I was expecting a trick, but there was no trick. And pupper. enclosed section. Oh, look at those hedges on an angle. Neat. It may take us a couple days to get through all of these entries. I may break them up with other things just because I think that's that new music box. It's hard to look at like 10 hundings in a row without wanting to stab yourself in the eyeball. That's just me. Little bathhouse. More mundus stones. Or a mundus. Another one over there. Now, Easter eggs for swimmers. I think I see something. There's a pillow over there. However, I think I might be eated if I get this far out. Yeah. Otherwise, I go a little crazy. Aww. Cute little place to read. Alright. Little another sneaky spot to drink and read Daedric books. Important. You need to be drinking when you're... Why is there a thing down there? It's like a little vent or something. What is that? Like a sciencey area. I guess that's all that is. Alright, we'll go back up. Yeah, I mean, if I have to look at moonsugar meadows all day, I might stab myself, really. Because it's just, I have very little patience for looking at the same thing over and over. That's nifty. Oh, this is how you get up here. Okay. Clever. Yeah, you can build on these ramparts, too. As you can see. Sploosh. A little dock added on. What'd you hide in here? Aw, a painting with a welkin stone. Unexpected. Really, I do appreciate the sneakies. Those are fun. And here's the beach party. Oh. Why don't you get them diagnosed? Oh. Like a little spot to pray. What's it called? When you give an offering. Shrine. Oh, I always forget stuff, but for me, it's not that. For me, it's just sick. There's another spot I see that I didn't get to go to, so we're gonna pop back in. Honestly, I'm always forgetting stuff. Words. I mean, it is. It's not my fault, but it's the truth. Now, how do I get up there? Oh, from the roof. Huh. Okay. How did I miss that? So yeah, the Argonian trellises have collision, but they do look nicer if you add this ivy to it. Little spot to sit. There's another one down there. And I think now that I have caught all the sneaky sneakies. Pretty sure anyway. All right, back to Vidang. Housing Finest is a really sweet guild. Should you be looking for something like a housing guild on NA, they're definitely a good choice. But there's other choices too. DDA, and to some extent spicy. Although that's not a true building guild. It's more of a, you know, guild, housing enthusiast guild with mostly a trade bent. All right, what do we have here? Dark Raptures, Snow Globe. Let me see. I have been. I will go back later. FRK. Is this the one she's been asking me to go see? She wanted me to see her. Evan. FRK. I have been to this one. Let's go to FRK's Ebonheart instead, because she asked me specifically to go see that one. Instead of her Sleek Creek, which we've been to. So I will be right back. I think so. I think we are. Maybe. I can check. Just when I come back from my bio break, I'll check for you. All right. Let me check. DDA. We have one slot open. If you're interested, we can always... is this your name on NA? Do you have an open slot? I mean, I don't even know if I have invite privileges. I may, but I'm not sure. And I don't know if there's anybody on the waiting list, so I may not want to try it, but I would ask Wueben. W-U-E-B-E-N. Well, this is interesting. I've never seen anyone do that before. Look at that. You see the rope? Clever. I like that little hidden rope. Now, what on earth is going on in here? There's a story here. Yeah, so ask Wueben, send them a mail, because I don't want to jump ahead of a waiting list if there is one. And I don't know. And I'm not sure I even have the ability to do it. Storage house, I guess? If there were more than one slot, I'd totally have done it for you, but if I could. Huh. Why is this all in ruins and on fire? What's going on in here? FRK has like 2 modes. She can do really, really pretty stuff. And then other times she does like really sinister or crazy stuff, which is good. I am not criticizing, just saying. Well, I like this because it gives you a view of the lava. Oh, thanks, Swank. I don't even know if I have that ability. No, don't lock me out. There we go. Oh, that's that new item. That's a Lux item. Graveyard. Gonna be adding a lot more people to that graveyard soon. Ooh. Ooh! What has happened? Who has done such a thing? Why have you been ransacked? And yet they left the money and the gems. Lavathi stuff. Did I say Lavathi stuff? I don't remember if I did. I'm sorry. Wow, they made it look like the whole floor fell in. Wouldn't be the first time that I said something and didn't remember saying it, though. I love it. I love the destruction. It's so cool. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to get up here, but I really love the destruction. Nah, probably not supposed to get up here, but... I don't remember what I said. I'm sorry. Ah! Eek! Very cool. I don't know what's going on, but this is wild. I don't see a griffin. That's cool. Thank you. I'm sure there's a story behind it, so you can tell me when I see you again. It's pretty cool, though. That must have been done with at least some magic carpet. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I was wondering what the story was behind it. Because it's clearly something happened there. Natural retreat in a beautiful Sylvanar Vale. I'm pretty sure we saw this, but double check. Marunaiad. No, we have not seen it. Marunaiad Cyrodiilic. Alright, cool. Let's go on through. To the other side. Wondering if you guys are gonna enter those EU contests, Lavathi. There's 2 EU contests, one for Tamriel Homes and one for Aetherius. Okay, so Ashlanders still worship the old religion of the Dunmer, which is why they are outcasts and nomads. I love this gardening. Pretty. No effects. Oh wow, that's pretty spectacular. I added on an extra floor down here. Oh, how pretty. For a small house, even. It's super pretty for a small house. Oh, look at the double potted plant with the glowies on the bottom. Kitty kitty. This is what I like about Housing's Finest. Is like you can vote for as many as you like. So it doesn't really matter if one's like huge and one's not. Because people can vote for yours if they like it, whether it's big or little. Not just restricted to vote for 1 or 2 people you like, you know. Gorgeous marunaiad. Really, really good. Is there? I'm waiting for the next sentence, unless that's it, because there's got to be a reason why it's all on fire. Okay. When I heard the bit of lore that made the living gods I wanted to pay tribute to the Ashlanders that think the living gods are false gods. Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean, they kind of are, aren't they? I mean, they ate the heart of the dead heart of an old god, but they're not really, you know, divinity. They've become divinity, or super powerful anyway. It's hard to say. I don't know. Yeah, that's true too. Meowminx. I don't think I've seen this. Sleep Creek. Meowminx. A house to live in. No, I have not seen this. Meowminx. Aren't the Aedra really just the only real gods? No. Yes? I think the Aedra are our ancestors and Daedra are not. But I don't know if that makes them a true god or not. I mean, Anu and Padme clearly are. Beyond that, it's hard to say, isn't it? Gosh, this is lovely. Look at how much detail. They basically killed their commander, Almalexia's husband, who set out to destroy the heart. Lorcan, yeah. I thought Lorcan was... Oriel, yeah. I thought those were versions of Anu and Padme, though. I could be wrong, though. This is so lush. It's very, Elsewherian. Well, he's missing because he's dead, isn't he? Oh, look at that new sink. Using the water trough. Red Mountain, Red Mountain. It's gonna explode all over your face. Well, when people eat your heart, you could assume you're dead. I thought about doing something just like this, meowminx. Something that was a cool little, that's a nice cobble, by the way. A cool little home that I would want to live in. And I think you kind of went with exactly what I was thinking, and I think it looks cool. It's a realistic type home that I think many of us would want to live in. Cozy. Cozy, even with the exotic tropical plants, it's very cozy. Usually I think of cozy as like, you know, fires and blankets and carpets, but this is cozy even without. I have been feeling like shit the last couple of weeks. I think it's a combination of real life news and just getting to me and being tired all the time and being hungry all the time. I don't seem to have a moment where I'm not either one or both of those things. All right. Erstwhile, we have not done one of those. Nosferatu. I've seen a lot of your stuff, Nosferatu, so it's possible we've seen this. So, Nosferatus, which is it? It's erstwhile. Wow, I don't know. No, I'm confused. I guess not. All right. Where's the link? Oh, that must be the one that they don't want it to be published. Okay. Hello, could you please stop by my seaside cottage and check on Mittens? Sisters of the Sands. Novera. I do not have permission. That must be broken. Rhovanel, Lucky Cat. Sometimes a family can be Buzzmerry, Artist of Debellion Knight, their adopted son, and too many cats. I could swear I've seen this by Rhovanel. Let's see. Rhovanel is so talented. Which is this? The Lucky Cat? Do not think I have seen their Lucky Cat. I'll ask in Housing's Finest why. I think one of those is broken. One of those is clearly not supposed to be there. Like, I'm not supposed to visit one of them, but one of them seems broken, permissions-wise. Because I think there's only one that didn't want anybody streaming it. So the fact that there's two means that something's wrong. Or someone doesn't like me. Wouldn't be the first time. All right, Rhovanel. This is Lucky Cat. It does look like him, doesn't it? They look very alike. Oh, look at the swing. What a great cobble. Those Daedric chains are super useful. 400 out of 400 items, no effects. Lots of kitties. Oh, by putting the paint next to it, it looks like they're painting on the rocks. Hello, Samothrace. You should have something from me. Hi, Airy. We're looking at... Oh, look at how cute! Those are adorable. We're looking at entries for Housing's Finest Builders. I want to live there, which is a combination of... Here we're looking at Lucky Cat, which is a family's home, but a family that's a combination of Bosmer and kitties and artists and not artists, and it's just a nifty little mix, showing you that families can be of all kinds. So a nice little spot for an Alfique, I'm sure. Hello, Alfique. That's the second cat tree I've ever seen in the game. And the other one may have been by rhovanel too. It's hard to tell. I can't remember for sure. But I love that somebody went to the trouble of making a cat tree for a member of the family. Oh, somebody... Okay, this looks almost like a massage section or something, but then they've got the moppet, so it's like... What would they use the moppet for? I must be missing something. And then up here we have a broken up room, so there's an additional section with antiquities and reading material. And then a loft, I believe. Wow! You can build up here. There's a whole other section you can build. That's a lot of roof space, actually. That's really freaking clever. I'm gonna take a picture of that for myself. That's true. Here's the other moppet. I'm assuming this is an Alfique as well. Not just a house cat. One of those cats that like always needs to be on top of the refrigerator somewhere really high. You know, there's some cats that are, I consider air cats that always want to be up high. And there's other cats that I call ground cats that don't. This is lovely. rhovanel, this is really cool. It definitely gets across what you're trying to say about families, because there's all sorts, you know. There's researchers and there's Alfique and probably full-size people, and yeah, that's why I took a screening of it, because I'm thinking, so this must be, they said it was a Bosmer artist, so maybe this is the Bosmer artist here painting. Oh, that's beautiful. I wouldn't have guessed Bosmer, but I would have guessed this was another Alfique, but who knows, right? Oh, yeah. Same with my Grant. But he's only 13 as of today. He is 13. My Grant. He wasn't supposed to make it this long. But he did. He did it. He's a toughy tuna. I have a plastic stair set thing that I think I bought at Petco for like 25 bucks, but the thing is now I've used it for 4 different cats. So that $25 has certainly made itself useful, because we always get elder kitties. We don't get young ones. And oh, Maine Coons, me too. That's my Grant. My Grant is a Maine Coon, and Shermie was a Maine Coon as well, Sherman. Okay, we did a haul, so we'll skip that one for now. I love Maine Coons. Old Mistveil, synthetic. Let's see. So I always adopt elders, and so that's super helpful. Old Mistveil. All right, I don't think I've seen this. Maine Coons are wonderful. They're such sweet creatures. I think my experience now with Van Gogh, who's a non-Maine Coon, and our 3 other cats who we've had till their passing, we're all either full or part Maine Coon, and I think we're going to stick to Maine Coons here on out. Rescues, of course. Look at that. Synthetic, that's gorgeous. That's really creative, too. Adding those Eleanor rocks of different sizes. It makes it look like it's paved. Well, I mean, we always get rescues, so it's not like I'm gonna, you know, be bringing a new cat into the world. These are existing cats. But let me tell you the site I use, at least for the Midwest. This is the place I use. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. This is the place that I went through and got my meowminx coons, and they're wonderful. They're all rescues, and they're all purebred, and they're all donation only. So, like, you know, go survive off of donations. Now, initially, I wasn't really just looking for purebreds, but what happened is my mother-in-law was looking for purebreds rescues, and she showed me that site, and I like fell in love with the cats on it. And now I'm kind of like so much of a Maine Coon person that I probably would stick to that. I feel bad, but I mean, the last one we got, Van Gogh, he's just been a monster. I adore him. He's cute as a button, but he is not a Maine Coon, and he's a little bit of a jackass, so we've got all sorts of like crafting stuff over here. And a bank. I like the gardening. Yeah, I'm a Maine Coon person, but hey, if there's none available, or if there's a cat with a greater need. Oh, look at the lights! I almost went right by them. Check that out. Look at the lighting with the doors and the wolf at top. Oh my god, that's fantastic. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. What a great job, Synthetic. I like that too. I mean, Van Gogh was stuck at the adoption place from April to November. He was 12 years old and had a thyroid problem, and no one wanted him, so he was directly up my alley and the kind of cat that I would get. Unfortunately, he's a little bit of peas where he shouldn't kitty. Beautiful. Oh, look at the double-decker. Really cute. So, I think that's an Alanori lamp. See? With two of those trays. Aw. Sometimes cats find you, right? That was my Meadow. My Meadow, who is part Maine Coon. The neighbors in my old apartment in California actually found her. And look at that combination. They put the elsewhere. I think that's no, dark elf wine bottles in there, and then I'm not sure. Oh, that's terrible. Look at that fireplace. Look at it. Stunning. Right. That's the thing is our Maine Coon takes his pills like a champ, but this guy's, I got wounds from him. Yeah. So sometimes you just end up with the cat you end up with, but if I end up looking for one, I'm probably going to stick to Maine Coon, but just because their personalities seem to bond really closely to mine. Gorgeous. But, you know, it's one of those things. You just, life hands you kittens every so often. We all start somewhere. And you know what? There's nothing bad with minimalistic either. Sometimes, something can be overdone. But you know, that's all a question of taste. You know, I may think something is overdone, but it's, and someone else think it's, you know, just right, you know. That's the problem with judging. It's hard to, you have to be subjective because that's all there is. And that's why I almost regret helping Megs here with the judging on the BMW contest. I mean, I know she needed the help, so I don't regret that. But it's hard for me because I don't, I generally don't agree with conflict. I think of it more as, all right, we've been here, so we'll go another time. Hunter's Glade, futuristic forest glade. Huh, sounds interesting. Sylvan. All right, here we go. A huge-ass hunter's glade. A futuristic forest glade is built to embrace the stars and move one's spirit. There's also a guest house with a treetop deck. Also, if you want me to post for you your houses, for your screenshots for the ZOS contest on the forums in the unofficial forums section for that, if you don't have an account, I'm happy to do that for you. Just get a hold of me and send me the picture somehow, and I will post that for you. I'm trying to help get those up there as much as possible. Here's the most recent, or this is the thread I'm talking about, and the reason why I'm thinking about it is because Sylvan actually asked me to post theirs, and I did in fact do that. And so you can see Sylvan's is the most recent, and it's actually amazing. Look at the stars. Oh wow, this reminds me of the one that Lavathi told me about yesterday, the Deep Cat Space 9 or whatever it was. Ah, I fell. I love that people are using these things as stars. The oh, okay, so we closed this off with, did we close this off? Well, we were meant to have closed this off, okay. The moon vines as stars. Oh, look at that. This is the font of Ariel that they put so you can still use the portal, but it looks like the font. That's neat. Oh, pretty. Pretty. Look at the little fairies and the spot of blue in the fairy ring. That is so charming. I really like that. There's no EHT in this house. Those moon vines are from elsewhere. If you finish, I forget which quests, but they're achievement items from elsewhere. This is beautiful. A greenhouse house, modern looking. Sylvan, something to help you fix this. Flip this over. Flip over this panel. On the other side, it's smooth. It doesn't have the broken tiles. That way you don't won't have broken tiles poking through. Oh my gosh, Samothrace, that's why I'm here. Ask as many questions as you want. That's my goal, is to help people. And if you have a question, someone else does too. So don't feel bad about it. No, not at all. Feel free. I encourage it. Look at this. This is very similar to a dream house I want to build, but okay, enjoy. A bunch. I thought you said a brunch. Sorry. I was like, oh, you could get me a brunch too while you're at it. Oh, I like the gratings too. Whee! This is similar to what I'm thinking, so I can't really blame you for it. I don't know what I want. I want something... Wow, that's crazy, but cool. I can't even put... What is that? It's crazy. So we've got the azure light thinger, a dwarven fountain upside down, poles, steps up, and a waterfall. And a toilet next to it, I think. I mean, I think there's what I like in real life. It's a friggin' plane! It's a biplane! They made a biplane. That's amazing! Look at that! Out of sticks and metal! And a pottery wheel. Oh gosh, could you imagine if you could actually fly this around this place? It would be amazing. That is neat. I really like that they went old-fashioned with it. That's like my favorite part of this house so far. And the whole house is nifty. Alright. We've got an... Oh, look at that bed! Sylvan, that's gorgeous. Telvanni bed with crystals behind it. I don't know if they have any others, but I'd be curious to see them if they do. Unexpected, you know? I mean, as modern as this house looks to me, I would have expected more, what do you call it? Modern house, plain stuff, but this is all, vintage. Now, I'll tell you, if I were own this house, there's a waterfall, this one, that I would have built over, personally, to make my glass house. I was thinking about it, but then they gave us the antiquarian, and that's where I'm building my house now. But look at how lovely this is. Really cool job, and a good use of, Hunter's Glade without making it painful to go through. You know, it's got a main place that you go, a couple little spots along the way, but a main spot that you look at, so it's not like painful to go explore. I don't know. I try not to do false starts, but it tends to end up with me being paralyzed if I don't try. So I'm trying not to get paralyzed. Sometimes, you know, it picks up and you can continue out the rest of the house and it works just fine. Other times you can't. I don't know what that is. It's blank. Tigress Fury's hundings. I'm going to pass on that for now. All right, so then what we're going to do is go to a couple of the winners for BMW's contest, and let me see. What have we not seen today? We have not seen a moonsugar. I'm going to show you Ferretlaw's moonsugar because I think I've shown in Moonlight's. And this one came in second, and I think you'll love it because it's a carnival. In the BMW contest. Now, BMW does contests, housing contests, fairly regularly, but it's they're run by Megs here, who is one of the cabal. BMW has a different kind of structure. There's no real GM, so to speak. There is someone with the position, but he's very much not hands-on. And there's like a team of leaders who kind of vote for what they want to do and whatnot. So it's definitely a different kind of structure. But Megs runs the contests. So check this out. This is Carnival. And Ferretlaw has the best name ever. um, is in fact a lawyer who does like deal with cases. Apparently she testified before the Senate regarding ferrets, and that's why she calls herself ferretlaw. Check out these guys sitting by the water. And of course, who could miss these things? First of all, we've got a carousel. Not carousel. What is this called? Oh my god. Ferris wheel. We've got a Ferris wheel. Words are hard. And then we have one of these ones where people get carried across in the high wire thingies. You'll have to forgive me. I honestly have lost my ability to word. Yeah. My wording is not good. That's why I mean, I really do love carousels and, not carousels, carnivals. And there were actually 2 entered into this contest that were carnivals. And the thing is that the contest requirement was to show something. It was called something, maybe Enchanted Summer or something. I forget the actual name of the contest, but it was some sort of what does summer mean to you? You know, build a house that looks that represents what summer is for you. And look at these little houses. Look at how cute they are, how perfect with the front doors and everything. And there were some really amazing entries that really didn't have anything to do with summer at all. Like somebody entered and I mean, like, there were other things that made perfect sense, like a fishing contest. This is great with this umbrella. Words are gone. Sorry, apologies. So, like, we'll have, you know, a fishing competition or something. That to me is very summery. It's like, what does summer mean to you? Well, a carnival, a fishing contest, lounging on the beach, something that's full of flowers, you know, whatever it is to you. And as much as I could do it, I tried to keep an open mind about what summer could mean to somebody. But then there were some houses that were just houses. And as amazing as they were, I didn't want to award them the prize because I felt like they didn't really reflect a summer meaning. So that's really where I drew the line in a lot of places, and I feel bad about it because some of the ones that I voted against were actually phenomenal, but not for the theme. Which is another reason why I don't do contests, is because I would be a hard ass. Where J-Heart is soft and squishy, I would be the hard ass who says, nope, you didn't stick to the theme. Sorry, you're out. Look at the skee ball. Total adorable skee ball. And then this one is the throw of the ball and knock shit over. I love these little games. So cute. And then we've got the food over here at the cart. So maybe I shouldn't have, you know, agreed to do it. And then I think this is where everybody just stays when they're at the carnival. Very good ideas, very good ideas. I think I covered everything, but I may have missed stuff, so I'm just coming back around real quick. And this is like the stables. Yeah. So I thought that was very summary. What's the next one? We're almost through all these. We'll just... Okay. We did do one of those. Let's go to Chandra... No. We have not done a Mournoth. This is not a winner, but some of these that we saw were really good and or fun or just, you know, a normal good house. Nothing was bad. And I feel like just because you didn't win isn't a reason that I shouldn't show off your house, you know. I don't think we've been to a Mournoth today, but my memory is shot, so it's possible we have. I think this was the one we built up high. Or maybe not. This is, oh yeah, it does build up. Buttaface is Mournoth. And what I liked about it was this part especially. And I actually took pictures of this and as a highlight because look at the way that they've created these string lights. They took the Argonian lights and interspersed with them. This is the incense burner for Dark Elf and then a Hlalu things. And by mixing them, they made this great string light, which is super creative and a fantastic idea. And I really want to give you a compliment for it because I loved that. And it scored many points with me for that. Yeah, isn't it though? It totally is. I fell down. That was a kind of like a model of the planets here. I thought that the party over there kind of look was definitely summery, so I gave them points for that. But it's hard, you know. And then you have this almost roller coaster going on up here, which is fun. I have a thing about building up high, like I like to say. And then I've got a little gazebo over here to overlook everything. And then inside. Now the green I tend to think of more as like scary or a Halloween color, poison or something like that. But I don't think it's intended to be that in this house. I think it's more just that's the color they like, sort of. There's definitely science experiments going on in here, that's for sure. As you can see, there's something going on. It's a lot of rituals and stuff. But I couldn't really, I mean, those were just fantastic. I couldn't get over these. All right, I'll show you another one of a house we didn't see. Proudspire, ChandraNalaar's Proudspire. Here we go. My hair's sticking up, sorry. I hope Jhart actually puts up the contest soon. So this is Chandra's, and it's obviously made with love. Somebody's home with a feast and all that. Lots of antiquities. I remember thinking this was very summery, with the feast and the flowers and sitting outside and whatnot. More planets. It's interesting how many people did planets, right? Oh, two babies. Must be twins. Yeah, I read the patch notes on stream. I hadn't tried it out yet though. So thank you for letting me know about that. Crafting. A lovely home. Sorry if I'm kind of running through it a little quickly. I didn't mean to blast through it, but there you go. That's the whole house. Now, one last, and then I'm gonna call it Twin Arches, lavidamocha. This also didn't win, but like I said, there were no bad entries. Like, I didn't look at anything and go, this is terrible. Although I rarely do with anything, you know? Like, I can remember maybe 1 or 2 times that I've done that, and it's usually when people didn't even try. They just kind of threw shit in the house. If you try, it's worthwhile. It's funny, sometimes I've even seen things where people just threw it in the house, like, randomly, and it actually looked like it was intentional. So this is La Vida Mocha. Living La Vida Mocha. And so this is their summer home with flowers. And the interior is like a party atmosphere. And we've got garlands, which I wasn't sure if those were meant to be Christmassy or if they're just summer garlands. There's a lot of Christmas decorations, so I wasn't sure. But it's possible that they were meant to be. And then all the wine and some storage. And then back here, especially I thought this nailed the summer part with the vines. You know, having a time where grapes are growing. Yeah, there's lots of different interpretations. But, you know, for me, growing grapes, any sort of plant-based activity makes sense for summer. So I thought this was a decent... It's a grape idea! That's horrible. I love you for it. It's horrible. Alright, so we'll do some more tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to call it. And I'm going to grab some lunch. And I will see you all in a while. So a happy building. For those of you who are lurking, I'm going to try to move us over to... Let's see who else is on. Because I know the lurkers usually ask for me to do that. And I tend to forget. Alright. We've got... I think UESP is the... I don't know. I don't like to go with the biggest, and I don't like to go with the smallest sometimes, but we'll see. Alright, I'm sending you over to UESP. Say hello for me. I'm not actually going to go in. So, they are a guild, and enjoy. I will catch you all later. Alright. Ready, set, go.